Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Busy Runner. It's been a while, probably taking a bit longer than I anticipated to get back to doing these longer form videos. But we're here now. Hopefully, this will mark the start of a sort of possibly a weekly video log. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure I'll have plenty to talk about. It's just whether you actually want to listen to it. So this week's been quite interesting. I think it's been a week that if you've been following on the page or Instagram or the YouTube shorts, you've probably seen a bit of a theme of sort of refocusing and sort of reflection, new beginnings even, and that's really reflective of where I've been at this week. It's been quite interesting because as I've sort of looked more and more at the sort of like the online business stuff, the sort of the messaging that I'm putting out there, and some of those activities. It's really, in a way, it's kind of curious. It's taken me back to a lot of the No More Mr. Fat Guy stuff. It's actually I was looking at some of the old videos only a couple of days ago. And amazingly, although the video quality from back then is particularly poor, it was 10 years ago, and it was just shot on I think it was my laptop, but it was just a cheap, relatively cheap 10 years ago technology laptop. A lot of what was being said at the time has a lot of relevance, particularly to me now, and it sort of reminds me that. A concept I came across a long time ago was something called the spiral path, which is really that life isn't life isn't linear, and life isn't you don't follow a path that takes you from point A to point B, even if it does go up and down a bit. It tends to bring you, or often brings you back to what feels like a situation you've been in before. Just to give an example of me personally, I'm in many ways right back to where I was in would be 2011, 2012 now, because of a series of health issues and other things going on in my life. My weight and my fitness are pretty much where they were before I started making the lifestyle change, before I started to head towards, decided to train and become fit enough to run a marathon. At the same time, while there are lots of surface similarities, it's true to say that I am in a completely different place. I'm not the same person. The idea of me getting fit enough and training for a marathon doesn't scare me right now. It's just it frustrates me that I'm actually back here, but I have a different mindset now, and I think that I don't see. I don't wonder if it's possible. I know that I just need to do everything again, and everything will just work out. So it's quite interesting to have that direct comparison, because I know who I was back then. I know how it felt back then. And obviously it's very different now. So I can feel the progress that's been made over that decade. I can recognize the changes that have occurred in me as a person. And I think that's the real value of this spiral path idea, that life does actually bring you back around to a similar point, looking at a similar situation, and you get a chance to actually reflect and understand that you haven't really come back to square one. You're actually back in a similar position and being given an opportunity to realize just how far you've come. So given where I am now, I guess it is day one, square one or whatever. I am in that regard in a similar position to back then, and so I will be taking myself through what I eventually came to refer to as a lifestyle reboot process. Basically, I will be reevaluating a lot of my goals, reevaluating the way I spend a lot of my time. I mean, work's been busy, shall we say. So I am going to have to come up with strategies to actually fit everything in, prioritize the things that are important for my health and for my longer term goals, and for some of the things I want to do with you guys and the online stuff. So it will be a case of working through that process again and slowly building up to actually getting back to running again, building up my fitness. So I guess what I want to do is I want to invite you all to come along for the ride. I mean, when I did this back in 2012, it was an 18-month process to get to the marathon, and I was blogging stuff online, but I was kind of just doing it. There was only a couple of people in the world were reading my blog. My mum, who's sadly no longer with us, and my personal trainer at the time. They were kind of the only people that had read the blog. And I didn't start making YouTube videos until after I'd discovered a running community after I'd actually finished the marathon. So really, I guess this is the first time that the first time that I'll be doing this fully in public. And hopefully it'll be, obviously for me, there's personal benefits, it's same as before, but I mean, I guess I hope that in some way that me doing this and talking about it publicly and sort of blogging online and putting different, putting some information out there, that kind of thing, will actually inspire somebody, will actually help somebody. I've said all along with the No More Mr. Fat Guy, if talking about this stuff online could help change just one life, then that would be amazing. So I am back to operating from that basis, I guess. I hope you enjoy following the journey. I think that some of you may get something out of it. I hope you do. And so I invite you to not just follow along, but actually, join in. So if you could, chat on the Facebook page, comment on this, the YouTube video, whatever way you feel that you want to get involved. Maybe we'll start building a bit of a community around this. And it's good to be back. And I will talk to you all again next week. See ya.